guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna, and for those of you who are new here, welcome, and for those of you who are returning, welcome back. Here on my channel I do planner and planner related videos, DIY tutorials, budget videos, and the occasional new release video of items that I've listed to my Etsy shop. And if that is of interest to you, please consider subscribing to my channel, and if you hit that little notification bell, you'll always be notified of when I do load a new video. Also, sharing, liking, and commenting on this video does help my channel grow and would be truly appreciated. So we're going to be doing some setup in the social media and business section of my Happynichi, Happynichi Skinny Classic DIY Happy Planner. Yep, that was a mouthful. And so what I wanted to show you was I did set up this future log back in, I think it was late May, for June, July, August, and September. And because I use a future log to map out what I'd like to do specifically for my Etsy shop, I've already gone ahead and started again. Now, when I did set this up, I didn't really think about it, because then I just started the month and realized, well, no, I want to keep this. So for the future logs going forward, it's going to be its own thing. And because I don't need tons of space, I actually took the new Skinny Classic layout, so the 4 boxes on one page, and I'm just going to map out for the next 8 months on what I'd like to do for my Etsy shop. Again, gearing one for Black Friday, and then gearing towards the new year. And then I will just continue to do that as I need it. I wanted to show you how I did this. So this is stickers that I've shown before. These are the washi stickers I picked up from Amazon, and I will link them below. I also picked up this Stays On ink, as well as this stamp pad. Now, I could have written it out like I did originally, but I knew I was going to do 8 months worth, and I really did not want to write all that out. Now, the only thing with this is you really need to pay attention to what your start and end dates are, because when I look at my phone, I'm looking at a Sunday through Saturday calendar, and this changes. So you can either do a Monday through Sunday, or you can do a Sunday through Saturday, which is fine, but then that means you really need to figure out, okay, so if that's the Sunday, then that's the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so it takes a little bit of time. So that would be the only word of caution I'd have. So the last one I'm going to do is for May. I've already picked out, hopefully, what is the correct stamp. Now, because I've used stamping and the Stays On in my planner before, I know that if I just go full press with the ink, it can actually ghost to the other side. And because the other side of this will just be more future logs, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink it up. And this is the only stamp I'll be doing since I finished all the rest. So I'll put this away. And I have to tell you, and I mentioned this the very first time I used it, it smells like almond cookies to me. I want to lick it. But that's another thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do a press here just to get rid of some of the ink. And then I'll go back in, and then it should be enough ink so that I get the impression, but not so dark that it goes through to the other side. And I'm just going to put this back here. And this does make it go rather quickly. Again, it's just really keeping track of, all right, what day is what, so that I can have everything lined up. And I will put this to the side. I'll keep this as my blotter just because there's no point in throwing it away, although I think if I ever did a junk journal, this would be really interesting to use. But I'll put this to the side as well. This is my Pentel Touch pen that my brother gifted to me. Yeah, and I just want to write that this is for May. If you haven't seen it, I am doing a beginner letter series on lettering. I am very much a beginner, but I do want to start using it more in my planner. I mean, it may not look super fancy like other people here on the platform, but I think it looks sweet. So that's May 20. And again, this section will be in the social media business section of my Skinny Classic Happynichi, but it'll be its own section, and then I'll just keep the months separate. So this is September. Now, the last week of September, which is this right here, I just did on my own because last weekend I didn't film as many videos as I normally do, and I ran out of time, but I still wanted to track it, so I completed this, and this came out of one of the teacher sticker books that I have. And so what we're going to be working on today is the October cover. I did cut down a mini calendar to fit in here so that I wouldn't have to draw this out, because unlike in the regular Happy Planner section, I actually use and need some space in a monthly calendar that I don't use in the other section. Now, I've got a whole bunch of sticker books here. I believe this was gifted to me by Val of Nate's Mom Plans. Thank you so much, Val. And I also have this Boss Babe one. I know I feature in a haul. It's probably from Joann's, might be from Amazon, but there's that one there. And then I also have some seasonal ones, and I think I'm going to be working out of this. This one is sized for the big Happy Planner Memory Keeper, but I think it's still going to work. I did do some lettering practice in my most recent lesson where I did like a Hello October, and I think I'm going to do that again because I thought that looked really sweet. So I just literally said this, no way that I am an expert at this, but I do want to start using it more in my planner. And I might, or maybe I should have chosen another pen that was thicker to get a thicker line, but we can actually fix that by going back and just thickening up the sides that aren't as thick as we want it. And then that way you get that calligraphy look, even if your pen isn't super thick. All right, so that looks sweet. Let's see if we can make that. I don't know if that helped or hurt it, but whatever. And then I will use my Muji pen, and I'm going to use this because I can get a thicker line with a Papermate Flare. But this is not waterproof. It smudges even if you let it dry. So I'm actually going to write October in this, and I'll tell you why I wanted something that was more waterproof in a little bit. And in the lesson that I just did, it was a little less about doing brush lettering like this style and just doing some hand lettering based on just some easy block lettering like this. And we'll add a little bit of extra because we can. And as I've mentioned in some previous videos, again, learning the hard way, this one will be the intro to my October spreads. This one, once I migrate September out, will go with it. So I didn't want to split up Hello October on this page as well, because then when it goes, then I'm left with something weird. So that's why that is like that. I'm going to let that dry for now, and we're going to pull some stickers from here. Again, this is a Holidays Happy Memory Keeping. I believe I picked this one up from Amazon. It is from 2017, and like all of their holiday sticker books, there is sections for the different seasons. Now, a lot of people are decorating for October with pumpkins in fall. I live in Hawaii, so October never really spelled out fall for me. It actually spelled out Halloween. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And I like this sticker here. If I can get it off. And so I won't be doing any fall decorating until November. Again, it doesn't really get seasonal here. We might get a little bit cooler weather and maybe more rain, but other than that, we don't have the seasons changing. So yeah, just for me, it means different things than I'm seeing. So it's going to be more Halloween themed in either section of my planner than fall. There's a bubble in the middle, so I need to lift this up to get the bubble out. Okay, so we've got that right there. I did pull 2 of these stickers just to use them. Again, I do love these stickers, and I think they are very conducive to both an elegant spread, but also to a Halloween type of spread. I don't do scary or gory, so I won't do anything that's inherently scary, but I think some black and white and some orange and purple is not a bad thing. And so I'll put these down, and then we'll add some other decorations, and then we'll go forward with the rest of the monthly setup. All right, so I got that down. The only problem or complaint I have about those washi stickers is they are difficult to lift up. So there is that. So let's add some ghosts. And I like this. So we'll have it coming off of, oh, these are sticky. No. I want it to touch both the word October as well as the flower. You know what? Just put it down. Yikes. All right, so we'll put that down. That looks pretty good. And then we'll add some ghosties. I think we'll add both of them here. And I like that even though they're translucent, there is like a white film so that it's not fully clear in the middle of them. So you do see a little bit of a difference. I think that's cute. And even though we're all over the place with the really elegant flowers and the spiders and the whatnot, I love candy corn. So we're gonna put some of those down. And I'm the only one in my family that loves candy corn. So when they buy a bag, it lasts forever because there's only so many that I can eat before my teeth hurt. But I do love them, although you can't really see the white. So we're going to do a little bit of careful outlining just so that we can really see the candy corn. And then we'll decorate the other side or just add a little bit to it, nothing too crazy. And I like that I do have the 2 sections in my Skinny Classic Happynichi because that means I get to do 2 sets of cover pages. And I kind of want to do this little spider here. And it is a little bit strange that I've got this from Anne of Green Gables, but then some spiders and the whatnots, but strange isn't necessarily bad. Let's see what else we have. Let's add a pop of orange on here, if I can get it. And we'll do pumpkin spice everything. Now I like pumpkin spice coffee, but of the holiday coffees, the gingerbread is actually my favorite. And that doesn't come out until closer to Christmas. Guys, I think that looks pretty sweet. It's a little all over the place, but that's okay. I kind of want to add some flowers, but yeah, not that. Maybe I'll go in later and add some of my own spider webs. For this one, I do want to leave this section down here blank because that'll be my key, like I did here, so that I know what means what. But here we can put some decorating. I like that, the goodbye summer, hello fall, but again, fall for me is more of a November thing. So let's see. Let's see what's in this seasonal. Because we want that way, we don't want tall. Although I guess we could do tall here. That will look nice next month. I like that it's fallish, but it's in grays. Let's use that. We'll put that up here since Sunday and Monday are not part of October. And that brings a little bit of that there. And then we can do a tall box. Flannel leaves, pumpkin cider, hay rides, and bonfires. Yeah, that's nothing I'm gonna do. I like flannel. When I wear it though, because I sometimes I see it online and think, oh, I should do that. And then I've bought flannel and it looks so cute in the picture. And when I wear it, I look like a lumberjack. So it's not the look I'm going for. So I don't wear flannel. Yep. All right, so let's put this little happy pumpkin here. And maybe we'll pull some of the candy corn from this one. Just to tie it. And one more. I think we can get away with some bats up here. Now, I've always been a huge fan of Halloween, but my sister passed several years ago, and Halloween was her absolute favorite holiday, absolute favorite, even more than Christmas, and she loved Christmas. And so Halloween since then has been a little bittersweet for me. So every year since her passing, I actually take Halloween off just because I really can't deal with the festivities. I mean, I love it. I used to love going to work and dressing up and just be, you know, the whole 9 yards. But I tried that one year and it was horrible. So I just take the day. And this year, because I'm actually trying to be really good about gearing up for the holiday season in my Etsy shop, I took that entire week off. So yeah, Halloween has always been since she passed, has always been a little bittersweet for me. Anyway, so that is our setup for that. Now there's one more thing that I actually want to set up, and I'm going to take this off the rings because I treat this as a bullet journal, I do like to do some trackers. And this I stole, absolutely stole from Andy of It's a Reading Thing. And so I do want to set this up because I found a lot of value in this for September, which was the very first month that I stole it, and I think I'm going to continue with it. And it's easy. It looks more complicated than it is, but what I want to do is I want to set up a listing of blog posts as well as YouTube videos. This just helps give me an overview of what I'm going to be doing. And I just want to use this as a template so that I can get my lines. Because since it's a dot grid paper, once I know how my dots are lined up, then I can actually go in and use a ruler, even though I only have the one dot. So I'll do this line first. And then I'll come down with these. Now if this were a blank piece of paper or lined, then I'd need to do multiple dots just to make sure I did a straight line. But because it's got dots throughout, I can get both horizontal and vertical lines with just one focal point. Now, even with a ruler, drawing lines is still a little difficult for me, but that's okay. Oh, and I didn't go all the way down. Okay, and then I'll do the same here. We'll do some light decorating, and then the video will be done. And if you were doing social media and business in your planner, it does seem like a lot of extra work, but I found that it keeps me focused because I've got so many moving parts that sometimes I don't really know what it is I'm supposed to be doing, and I get a little bit overwhelmed. But if I can make lists and then like make a master list, which this will be, and then break it down into smaller lists, that just seems more manageable for me than just having a whole heap of things on a to-do list and not knowing where to start. So let me do this here. And honestly, this sort of tracker can be used for anything. So if you do zone cleaning, or if you're doing just habit tracking in general, you may want to do something similar to this. So we'll just do a little bit of lettering since it's here. And this is October 2019, and this is for YouTube. Now, I'm not really sure that I'm connecting these the right way. I haven't actually gotten to the point of learning how to do that, but that's what makes sense in my brain. And really, it's just about looking cute. Oh, I did that wrong. YouTube. I can add a little bit of decoration there. And that goes like that. And I think that T is wrong as well. And that comes down. I think the T is actually supposed to be like that. That does look better. And again, 2019, and this is for the blog. That looks a bit janky. All right, and up and over. That one I should have pressed a little harder. All right, I'll add a few stickers. I'll put this back into my planner and I'll bring you guys back when I'm done. All right, guys, so I didn't show you this, but this is the cover that I'm going to be using for the month of October. Now, Harry Potter is not necessarily a Halloween thing, but it is Wizard and Witches, and so I think it's appropriate. This is actually something I was going to list, but the laminate pulled away, and so I usually just use all of my things that I can't sell just because there's no point in going to waste. Some of the ones that did have that happen, but the laminate is pulling away from the inside, I will be listing on my Etsy shop at a discounted price, just because there's no way that I can go through every single one of them that is not as perfect as I can make it and use it, because then I'd have to change my cover basically every other week. So if you look in my Etsy shop under the Oopsie, that's what that is. If it's on the outside, I won't list it. But if it's on the inside, then, I mean, it doesn't hurt it or anything. It doesn't look as nice as I'd like it to. Anyway, so what we did today was we finished up a future log page, and this will be for my Etsy shop where I'm going to be listing some projects that I want to focus on and get done. And we also did the October setup. I do need to add a little tab here for that. Oh, and the reason why I wanted to use is I want to add some lines. And if I used Papermate Flare on top of Papermate Flare, it would have smudged. And so if I use the Muji or my high-tech C pen, then that won't be a thing. And for this, I am purposely going outside of the lines because I really like how that looks. See, that is sweet. So we did our October cover page for the social media and business section. I will fill this in and do my key in a little bit, as well as do the blog and the YouTube videos that I'd like to get done for this month. And these three are for, I don't know. So it is filmed, scheduled, and migrate for YouTube, and it's draft, post, and migrate for the blog. And migrate just means if I don't get it done in this month, I'm either just going to cancel it altogether or I'll move it to the next month and film it there. But it does help me keep track. All right, guys, that's it for me for now. Let me know what you think of the October spread. Do you guys go towards the more silly or the candy? Do you go more towards the scary and the spooky? I'd love to know in the comments below. Thank you so much for following me on this journey, and as always, aloha.